People say you feel betrayal before you see it. For me, it came as a quiet crack in the middle of an ordinary evening. The ceiling fan hummed above us. The TV played a show neither of us was watching, and my husband, Daniel, laughed at his phone the way he used to laugh with me. I noticed the way he angled the screen away when I leaned closer. Not dramatic. Not obvious. Just practiced. "Who's that?" I asked lightly. He didn't hesitate. "That should have been my first warning. Work group chat," he said, locking the phone and standing up. "I'll grab water." I watched his back as he walked away. 5 years of marriage teaches you the difference between privacy and secrecy. That moment crossed the line. That night, when he fell asleep beside me, I stared at the ceiling and wondered when love learned how to lie so smoothly. I didn't confront him the next day, or the next week. Instead, I watched. Daniel started coming home later. His phone never left his hand. He smiled more, but not at me. He criticized little things. The food, my silence, the way I asked questions. Cheaters do that. They rewrite the story so they're not the villain. I still loved him. That was the cruel part. Love doesn't disappear just because respect does. One evening, as I folded laundry, his phone buzzed on the bed. A name flashed across the screen. Lena, cherry blossom emoji. "Work group chat, huh?" I didn't open the message. I didn't need to. The emoji said everything. I confirmed the affair the way modern marriages often end, quietly, digitally, without screaming. He forgot his tablet at home one Saturday. It synced with his phone. I told myself I would only look once, just enough to silence my fears. Instead, I fell into a conversation that stretched back months. "I miss you already. Last night was perfect. I wish she was more like you." That last message shattered something deep inside me. She. Not my name, not my title. Just an obstacle. Lena was younger, softer. She laughed at his jokes. She believed his version of himself. And Daniel? He had turned my loyalty into invisibility. I put the tablet down, washed my face, and looked at my reflection. I didn't cry. Not yet. There are moments that split your life in two, before and after. This was mine. I could confront him, scream, beg, leave. I could wait. Revenge doesn't always mean destruction. Sometimes it means control. I decided I wouldn't lose my dignity, or my future, because he chose betrayal. So I planned. I became the wife he no longer worried about. I stopped asking questions. I smiled more. I laughed at his stories. I encouraged his nights out. "You deserve fun," I told him once. He kissed my forehead, relieved. Cheaters love comfort. They love silence. They love thinking they're smarter than everyone else. While Daniel grew careless, I grew precise. I learned everything. Lena worked at a marketing firm. She thought Daniel was separated. She believed I was cold, distant, almost cruel. He had rewritten me. I saved screenshots. I documented dates. I tracked finances. Every lie became evidence. Every secret became leverage. Daniel didn't know I had changed. I started reconnecting with myself, my career, my confidence, my voice. I took courses. I built contacts. I opened a separate savings account. I wasn't becoming bitter. I was becoming prepared. One evening, Daniel came home excited. "I want to host a small gathering," he said. "Friends. Family." I smiled. "That sounds lovely," I replied. In that moment, my plan clicked into place. I helped him plan everything. The guest list, the food, the music. And yes, Lena. He hesitated when I suggested inviting a few of his colleagues. "It'll be good for networking," I said. He agreed. Trust is dangerous when it's misplaced. The house buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses. Daniel played the perfect host. Lena arrived late. Beautiful. Nervous. Our eyes met. Recognition flickered across her face. I walked over calmly. "You must be Lena," I said, extending my hand. "I'm his wife." The room didn't explode. It froze. She looked at Daniel. He looked at the floor. "You said you were separated," she whispered. He had no answer. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult her. "You deserve honesty," I told her. "I'm sorry you didn't get it." The guests watched. The silence screamed. Then I did what he never expected. I handed Daniel an envelope, divorce papers, and another document, a resignation letter from the company where his affair violated ethics policies. His face drained of color. "You planned this," he whispered. I smiled softly. You started it? I replied. People left quietly. Lena cried. I hugged her. Daniel begged. I didn't listen. Some endings don't need arguments. They need boundaries. I moved out 2 weeks later, on my terms. I kept my dignity, my savings, my peace. Daniel lost more than a marriage. He lost the illusion that betrayal goes unnoticed. Months later, I sat alone on a balcony overlooking the city. I wasn't angry anymore. I was free. He had another woman, but I had the final move, and I used it wisely.